Mark Kistler's Imagination Station is made possible by Simon & Schuster, publisher of Mark Kistler's drawing books and other fine books for children. The Mark Kistler Fund for Creative Children's Television, encouraging children to explore their imaginations through drawing, reading, and the arts. And Robert Neustadt Productions, drawing on television to advance art, science, and literature in our children's future. And geniuses like you.
Sharpen your pencil, grab some paper, get ready, it's almost time. Mark will show you how to get on the paper what's in your mind. A rocket ship, a pair of shoes, a shooting star, and some kangaroos on the Imagination Station. On the Imagination Station.
Hey, you dream achievers, you bundles of potential. Welcome back aboard the Imagination Station. This is the cool intergalactic spot for creative discovery on your sketchpad. Now, today we have a really special guest, the sculptor of this three-dimensional neon design. Pat Collentine, he loaned us this three-dimensional sculpture to use here on our Imagination Station. Pat Collentine, welcome aboard the Imagination Station.
Thanks, it's great to be here, Mark.
Tell me about your sculpture up here.
Well, this sculpture is something that I designed, and I first worked on paper, a bunch of different ideas, and resolved to work with these different colors and create this sculpture.
So you drew. All these things have to be drawn.
You always begin with drawing a design because that's the place to start every new idea.
Three-dimensional design. Now look I see all the electrons just going crazy in here. Now that's you were telling me the gas?
That's argon gas.
Argon gas, I almost remembered. So you have argon gas shooting through, and it's just, actually it's not going through, it's just stimulating the electrons.
It's just being stimulated, correct.
Ooh.
And that's giving us that blue color that you see right now.
It's like science and art combined to make it look three-dimensional.
Well, you know, this is what really interests me in art, is the combination of science and art.
Look at this, you can spin it around, it changes direction from everywhere. Isn't that just awesome?
Yeah, I really enjoy the fact that it has a three-dimensional quality, and that ties in so nicely with what we're working here.
Beautiful. Hey, Pat Collentine, thank you for coming aboard.
Hey,
You're gonna
great to be here. I'm going to stay and watch.
Why don't you grab a seat over there and you can draw with us, and we'll just be like drawing animals across the sketch pad.
I can't wait.
Okay.
Thank you, Mark.
Thanks a lot. Wow, Pat Collentine, awesome neon artwork. That was so cool. He's from Chico, California, Northern California. It's a special place for really cool art. So if you're ready, let's get right into our art adventure. I have all my pencils ready to go. Now today, our theme is the E theme. We're going to be talking about elevated Earth Equalizers. We're going to follow our whole theme along. Our special guest artist today is Mona Brookes. She's the founder of the Mona Art Schools. And we have a really cool master gallery painting we're going to be taking a look at. You're going to love this painting. Our two Renaissance words we're going to be talking about today are horizon and size. Now, the 12 words we're talking about are foreshortening, overlapping, placement, attitude, contour, horizon, shading, shadow, density, bonus, daily, and size. Whew, that's a lot of words, and I'm sure you're getting them. So you ready? Do you have your hands all warmed up, ready to draw? Okay, stretch that thumb, shake out your hands, get your pencils out. Your pencils are sharp, ready to go. Well, let's take our ideas and we'll just flow right across the paper and create some three-dimensional designs. Now, we're going to design our own special elevated Earth Equalizer. Now, I'm going to block my drawing in right here on the sketch pad. Take your pencil. We'll start about right here. Now, up on top, I think I'll start with a nice sphere on my drawing. This is going to be, I'm going to draw a little bit darker so you can see my drawing. Look at this. Oh, my pencils are all sharp. Isn't that nice? I have about 14 pencils to draw with. I'm going to use a little darker lead right here. And then, now this is blocking in our sphere. And then I'm going to draw down where this sphere is going to be connected to the base. Now this is going to be a satellite. Now since you children are so smart, you're going to invent your own weather observation satellite system. So we're going to put a dot here, and we're going to come out here and put a dot. We're going to put a foreshortened square around the base of this. Now watch this. We'll come out here, and we'll put another dot over here. See? One dot here. Now, if we were drawing a box, right, we put another dot back here. Well, you can even do that. Just a light dot. You won't be able to see it right now, but we're going to disappear behind this sphere, but we need to draw that. So take your pencil and fly across here and draw the foreshortened box. Turn the corner, come back again, aiming right toward that dot up there, turning the corner. See that? And you tuck this sphere with this, maybe this is some kind of an air tube. This will be your satellite, maybe your own imagination station. Hey, there's an idea. You can design your own imagination station, your own intergalactic creative spot where you can invite all your friends and all the aliens from all over the world. See, all the aliens, they all have different languages, and you can all gather together in peace and harmony, and you can be drawing together, communicating through your artwork, whether it be drawing or painting or neon sculpture with electrons flying through the different colors, meaning different things. Draw straight down here, and then, you know what, I'm going to put a box shape right down here, coming lower. Now, this will be kind of the rotating control area. This up here, you know what this will be? This is going to store all the moisture. You go down to the ocean and you pull up a little bit of ocean water, and then you go down and you pick up the ocean water, then you lift back up into space, and then you fly around and you see if there's any dry continents that need a little bit of, maybe a little moisture, a little water. You're there because you're the genius technician who designed this cool satellite. You can dump a little bit of moisture on the clouds and help the clouds, help Mother Nature along with her wonderful natural process. Now turn the corner and go uphill here. There's the box. Now we've done a lot of boxes. Now we start going fancy. Watch this. I'm going to target this. I want to have some arms coming off of your satellite so it spins around and creates a gravitational field here. So following this line here, you can use alignment now. A lot of alignment on this drawing. We're going to follow this line and draw these two arms. Now I'm going to have this arm coming through here. Then I'm going to put another arm coming all the way down here. Now this line's a little bit awkward for me because I'm leaning. So you kids, you can move your sketch pad. You can move yours. You don't have to have yours locked down, but I want to keep mine still so you can follow along with me. Now let's put these arms, now they get larger as it comes towards you, and at the end of the arms, we need to have some kind of a system. See, it goes all the way back here and gets smaller. The arm's larger, and it gets smaller and smaller as it moves away. You can clean up those lines later on. Put a contour line right here, contour line right there to attach that to the side. And then the horizon line that we want to talk about today, we want to know where that Renaissance word is that we're using. So we're going to put the planet horizon line down here. So here's the Earth way, way down here. Way down. You see the Earth, the curving horizon line. You can barely see it. And you can see buildings down here. See, there's your school. That's where you go to school. It's a very important building. You can even see it from space. And look, here's all you kids going to school in the morning. Yay! Time for school! Yay! And here's your teachers. Look, they see you kids coming down the street to school. They're going, oh no! Brace yourself! Here come the little bundles of joy! Here's your principal out here to greet you. Oh, it's a beautiful day for learning. You guys are all happy. You're going to come into the school. Now, look at this. See what happens when you start to draw? We are starting with a satellite. All of a sudden, we're on the planet again. You can go back and forth, back in time. You can go to ancient Egypt, under the ocean. You can travel into space. You can draw anything. You can just go nuts with your idea. Now, we're going to darken in our arms right here. All right, it gets smaller as it moves away. Now, when your space, your environmental weather control system here, it's like monitoring the weather, and it goes down, it has to scoop up some moisture, right? So let's put some buckets over here on the side. I'm going to put a foreshortened circle here. Oh, here's size again. There's that Renaissance word. This bucket that scoops up some water, and it goes in here and it fills up this, is going to get smaller. See, this is larger, and this bucket back here gets smaller. So put another foreshortened circle back behind here. So it's smaller, larger, closer to you right over here. I'll put a foreshortened circle, then maybe a little connecting pole right here. And then I'm going to have some water splashing out of over here, because you just went down and scooped some up and you're dripping a little bit, just water just splashing everywhere. As you move it around, it's rotating and the water's flowing through. And you can see the bubbles. This will be all plastic. This is recycled plastic. And the bubbles are bloop, 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 all the way up. Look at this. Put a foreshortened circle around the bubbles that reaches the surface. Really, really cool. Now, what we're using here is a lot of alignment. And I want you to look at this alignment that is used in this really cool animated piece of a guitar as it travels through a lined canyon. It's all lined up all the way back to just one spot. Now, see if you can see where that spot is in this piece. Look at that. Do you see where it is? All the way right in the middle. Now that's called 1-point alignment. Some people call this perspective. And that perspective comes from the Latin root word of spec, like spectator, and spectacle, like glasses to see. Perspective helps you see into the drawing, right? It's all alignment, everything lined up to a point. There's 1 point perspective, there's 2 point perspective, like when we did the castles. You can use like 8 and 9 point perspective. You can get into some really fancy alignment exercises, and that's for your teachers to practice with. Now your teachers can help you practice with that. Now I want to get you inspired with a master gallery painting. Take a look at this painting. This is really beautiful. Look at it, it's ballet dancers dancing across here. Isn't that nice? That's actually a photograph. That's a ballet that's by André Kertész, 1938. That's from the Birmingham Museum from Alabama. Beautiful work. Now this is black and white, and you see the shadow down there. You see the horizon line? Up, one of the words today. And you can even see some sides and overlapping in this wonderful drawing. Look at that. Beautiful piece. All right, that gets me inspired. I want to continue being inspired. Why don't you send in some drawings to me? You can put it your self-addressed envelope in your envelope to make sure that I can respond back to you. Here's my address, Mark Kistler, Student Gallery of Fine Art, Post Office Box 41031, Santa Barbara, California, 93140. And don't forget that self-addressed stamped envelope so I can respond to you. If you have internet access, you can check out the website at www, that's World Wide Web, .draw3d.com for some cyberspace fun. You can download some drawing lessons and have some fun with the three-dimensional activity. Now, if you don't have your computer, no problem. If your library doesn't have a computer that you can go down and use to get on it, no problem, because you have your pencil power. Ready to have an art attack? Take your pencil up on your head. Repeat after me. Stand back. I'm ready to draw. Draw, 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 draw. Put some action lines as the satellite rotates around. Let's use size again over here. Put a foreshortened circle. And then now this bucket over here to gather the moisture is going to be a little bit larger. Oh, look, it's tilting. This is on a hinge. So what it does, it bends down and scoops up some water. And this water, as it scooped up like this, it came splashing out over here. See that? Oh, you know what? Look at this. This is you jumped in. You wanted to get a ride into space for free, so you're a stowaway. Yeehaw! It's a space jacuzzi! You're in here enjoying your day. Oh, what a beautiful view. Oh, I can't breathe. I'm in orbit. Oh, quick, give you an air helmet. There you go. Now you can, oh, wait, here's your air hose. Oh, thank you. This is like an aqua lung because you're in the water. Uh-oh. When you were splashing around, you were surfing the wave, your hose got kinked and it cracked. Quick, get the Scotch tape. Look at that, having a full-on art attack here. You can have so much fun with your drawings. Anything can happen. Now we're going to use size again. This bucket right here is going to get smaller as it moves away from you. Over here. You know what? You started a whole popular theme. Everybody started jumping in the buckets to get a free ride into space on the weather satellite. So this is your friend over here, okay? And then you're spinning around, so your hair's going crazy. Oh wait, give him the air bubble so he can breathe over here. You can go nuts. These can be like, look, it's like this whole entertainment writing system. Not only does it help you monitor the weather, but you can give your friends these really cool spinning rides. Yeehaw! This guy right here. Wait, stop, I'm getting dizzy. Help, he's holding on to the side. He's like in that on one of those spinning rides that makes you kind of nauseous. Go, wait, I'm not ready for this space experience. So you're really nice. You're going to stop it so you can come inside and rest because in here it doesn't spin as fast. All right, now let's put some shading down the side. Blend it all the way down. It's nice and dark. I'm going to look at that. Go into another pencil. That's why it's always a good idea to have plenty of pencils on hand, you little art attack geniuses. Now, you know what I haven't done for a while? I haven't given you some checks for doing such a fine job. So I'm going to give you some checks right now. I'm going to give you a check right here for your powerful art. In fact, I'm going to give you 2 checks. Go ahead, live on the edge. Go ahead, just check away. Check it out, kids. Yeehaw! Look at it, you're so powerful. You take that confidence and you just blow on the paper. Well, why not? Give yourself an A+ too. You can go show your dad. Papa, check it out. Check it out. I'm a genius artist. Put your bubble right here, all the way across. Then you can put some kind of an antenna up on top here. Some kind of a communication dish right here. Then you can put like a little label. This is the H2O. That means the water. There's the H2O. Notice how I even curve that a little bit. Can you come in a little tighter so they can see that? Come all the way in right here. Put a little shadow back behind here. And see the bubble with the foreshortened circle. And then we'll put some shading down the bubble. And I'm going to work my way down the sphere, all the way down. I'm going to come down over and I'm going to shade over here. Okay, now I'm going to come over in this area and I'm going to shade over here. Oops, I went outside the line. That's okay. You can make some mistakes sometimes. You can clean it up later with your eraser. Remember Mona Brookes when she visited yesterday, and she's going to be talking a little bit more today about using color? Well, she also says it's perfectly all right to use kneaded erasers. You can take those really nice squishy erasers and you can erase your hand so you won't be smearing your artwork. Now, I don't really have any problem with you smearing it because you can clean it later. Look, I'm using my finger in my drawing. I'm having a full-on art attack. Get your hands all, look at my hands are all grimy. You can go hug your mom. Mommy, I love you. Get your hands. No, make sure you wash your hands before you, I can see it now. I'm going to get like 13,000 letters from parents. Now, please have the children wash their hands before you tell them to hug us. Shade all the way over here, all the way across here. 2 more minutes, that's all I have. Oh my goodness, this time just flies by too fast. Well, you geniuses, keep your sketch pads handy. Always draw. Remember that you're the brilliant designing engineers of the future. You guys, you are awesome. I'm going to even give you that acronym. You're a brilliant, artistic ambassador of the planet Earth. That's what you are right here. You're a you can tell your mom, yes, mother, I'm the brilliant, artistic ambassador of the planet Earth. Thumbs up. Yeah. I'm going to show you a couple student drawings right here. I have a bunch to show you. I couldn't pick out just 2, but it looks like that's all the time I'll have. So I'm going to show you. Maybe I'll have more time. Let's see here. This is Jeffrey Z. And where is Jeffrey Z from? Jeffrey Z. Oh, here it is. Jeffrey Z is from Juneau, Alaska. Look at that. That's using some alignment like the Qatar animated piece. Look at that shading. Look at the alignment in the city. Drew like a downtown Chicago or a downtown big city. This is Stephanie, 15. She's 15 annuals, 15 years. She's from Oklahoma. Look at that. She used shading. She used a lot of overlapping. I'll show you another drawing right here. This is Nathan. Nathan was, wait, where is that little piece right here? Oh, here he is. Nathan is 8 3/4. Can you believe that? You kids are so cool when you put those little fractions after your names. 8 3/4. He didn't say where he was from, and he didn't include a photograph either. I like you to include a photograph with your picture. Ooh, I have 10 seconds, just enough time to show you another piece. Take a look at this real quick. Can you cut to it? Ah, this is from Jacqueline. Let's take a look at what Mona Brookes has to show us today. Mona Brookes is back aboard the Imagination Station. Mona Brookes is the author of her book Drawing with Older Children and Teen, and she's also the founder of Monart Schools across America. Now, we're going to be doing a chalk print, a painting of this bird of paradise up here, right, Mona?
Right.
Well, welcome aboard the Imagination Station.
Great. Nice to be back.
So what are we going to do today?
Well, what I thought I'd do today is take a little more time on the drawing because I want to talk about some other media than just markers. Markers is a great, fast way to get in some color. So we'll just kind of quickly go over that, you know, if you're going to make a drawing, don't forget you're going to remember these 5 elements of shape. We're going to
Now, this is out of your book.
Right.
The 5 basic elements of shape.
And that as I look at those bird of paradise and draw them in a minute, all I'm looking for is dots, circles, straight lines, curved lines, or angle lines.
Okay.
Now, actually, you can just practice a little bit first. At the Monart Schools, we have these little practice sheets where you do a little piece of this and a little piece of that and just kind of practice first before. It's just like every other thing. You want to warm up if you're a dancer. You want to warm up if you're drawing, okay? So when I look at these bird of paradise, I'm going to see that I'm just mostly dealing with curves this time. Curve, straight line, curve. But I'm going to talk about, you might want to do it in markers. And like I say, this is a very fast way to get down color, but you can't shade quite as much with markers. Here's an oil pastel by a student, and you can see that you can get into the shading a lot better with that.
That is just beautiful, the color.
This one's on black, which is really dramatic. Whenever you do something with light colors, you can go onto a black background. It's really going to stand out.
Punches the shape out, right.
And here's one on a blue paper, and I'm going to work on this one here and show you about the shading and give you some hints about using chalk. Because chalk seems to be a media that kids stay away from it because they don't know how to keep it from smearing.
It is. It's very messy. It is very messy.
Couple of little hints. Number one, roll up your sleeves.
Roll up your sleeves.
Because this sleeve here, I mean, you can talk about dragging it all over everywhere. Okay, so roll up your sleeves. Another great thing is to get yourself some of these kneaded erasers. They're really terrific because they clean up your edges, okay, when you smear. But the most important thing to clean up first is your hand. If you are drawing like this and all of a sudden you get it on your hand, you can take these little kneaded erasers and clean it off
Put your hand right in front, show them what you're doing there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Get it over here.
Can you get a close shot of that?
And if I'm drawing along and I got all this mess on here and I'm going to get it over here, it doesn't help to clean up the paper because I'm just going to keep putting it everywhere. So you take this little kneaded eraser, or you get some paper towel and stick it in your hand like this. And you keep cleaning yourself up all the time as you go along.
See, I do that all the time during my drawing. You saw that, didn't you? I was
You're going to use kneaded erasers now to clean your hands?
Now I have to go out and get some kneaded erasers.
This is it. The next thing is that now we talked about shape all week, and we're talking about mostly looking at the contour edges. Let me go up here where I've got some of these beautiful petals coming out. You draw in a lighter color, okay? Curve line to the point, start at the point and come back. Hit something, jump over. Hit something, jump over. This is the way you overlap. So say I'm going to work on these petals now. The main thing that people do with chalk, that's the problem, is they color with chalk the way you'd color with a marker. They start going like this.
Right.
And it's too much. And then what do? They blow. And actually breathing in that stuff is really bad for your lungs. Plus, you don't need to do that. You see, if you just put a little bit of color, just a little bit of color, it doesn't even have to be all in there. Then you put a little bit of the yellow down here at this end. See, I'm not even coloring the whole thing all over. Then I'm going to put in, this is why you can shade so fantastically with
And then you just blend it out, don't you?
And your big secret is going to be in a minute here that I'm going to use my finger. My finger is the best tool I've got when it comes to shading with pastels.
Now,
So see, I've got all those different colors in there. Now watch, it's just like magic. I go around the edge first with my pinky, and I begin to smear all that stuff together.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Okay? And now I don't have to blow all of this extra stuff away because I'm not putting too much down in there in the first place. Now actually, just if you're going to use oil pastel, you do the opposite.
That's for oil pastel.
Real thick.
Real hard.
But it's so thick and there's nothing to blow away because it's all oily. It's the chalk pastel that you have to worry about, okay? So you can go back in there now, and now as you talk about getting in all those little details, now I can go back in there, and it's not quite dark enough. Well, you can mix. I can even take a brown and get a nice clean edge there. Okay, and then put a little bit of red on top of it.
Overlapping behind. I'm just so fascinated watching you.
And now I can start blending that stuff down in there. I can even take my
Oh, you blot it up.
paper towel and blot up the extra.
And would you outline it at all, or just kind of clean it up with your eraser?
Clean it up and make the edges with your eraser.
Oh, the edges are sharp.
So the eraser is not to fix things and change things. It's actually a tool with chalk pastels. See that edge is all fluffy there? Well, my eraser is what actually makes, and then I can clean my eraser. So it's the same old deal again. You think you haven't got any talent, you think that you haven't got the ability, it's because nobody showed you how to do it. That's all it is. You just need information.
You need to learn those basic shapes. You need to learn the skill.
Right.
This is wonderful. I want to show very quickly some of the results from your students. Now, these are from your Monart schools, right?
Right. This is a 10-year-old Ashton Sailor. Now, this is a marker drawing.
But the bird of paradise, the same thing.
Same thing.
Something from real life
Right.
and create it on the paper, what you see,
Right.
transferring what you see.
And everybody will interpret it differently. Here's 12-year-old Neil. And Neil did the bird of paradise tree, which is a different kind of color. You know, the big tall trees, they have different colors to them.
This is so beautiful. Well, I know the kids can learn more about this in your book, Drawing with Children and Drawing with Older Children. Thank you so much for coming aboard Imagination Station, Mona Brookes. It was such a pleasure having you. Draw, draw, draw. Keep all your positive thinking going. Take that pencil and fly across that sketch pad. Remember, dream it, draw it, and do it right here on the Imagination Station. Thumbs up, Mona. Yeah!
If you'd like to draw more with Mark Kistler, you may order his autographed book, Mark Kistler's Imagination Station. It comes with a 12 Renaissance word sketchbook for $29. You can also order Mark's home video collection, which includes 2 hours of 3D drawing from Mark's favorite TV episodes, just $29. And for computer artists, you can order Mark's CD-ROM for Windows. It contains over 200 hours of interactive 3D drawing lessons with Mark navigating through cyberspace, just $59. All orders come with your own Renaissance Words Quick Peek reference chart. Mail check or money order to Mark Kistler's Imagination Station, P.O. Box 41031, Santa Barbara, California, 93140. That's P.O. Box 41031, Santa Barbara, California, 93140. Mark Kistler's Imagination Station is made possible by Simon & Schuster, publisher of Mark Kistler's drawing books and other fine books for children. The Mark Kistler Fund for Creative Children's Television, encouraging children to explore their imaginations through drawing, reading, and the arts. And Robert Neustadt Productions, drawing on television to advance art, science, and literature in our children's future. And geniuses like you.
The Magic School Bus Live will roar into Glenbrook Square on Saturday, March 8th. Join Miss Frizzle as she leads her class and the audience on another exciting field trip into the world of sound. It's 30 minutes of music, puppetry, laughter, and audience participation. Showtimes are 11 a.m., 1 and 3 p.m. on the lower level near Hudson's at Glenbrook Square. Don't miss the bus, the Magic School Bus Live, Saturday, March 8th at Glenbrook Square.
If you thought TV was exciting before,
that'll give you an idea of what our musical horn sounds like.
Now you should check out Bill Nye the Science Guy. It's new and improved TV, fortified with chewy bits of fun science. It's Bill Nye the Science Guy. Ask for it by name. More science, fewer horns.
Weekdays at 5:30 on TV 39.
Hey kids, did you know that the jackass and black-footed penguin live only in the southern hemisphere, in colonies of hundreds of thousands, even millions?
Eats fish, squid, and small crabs, mostly covered with feathers. Excellent swimmers, found in very large groups, able to withstand intense cold walks, upright 18 inches to 3 feet in height.
To track down more information about these penguins and other wild and rare animals, check out the books on the Pursue the Zoo list at the Allen County Public Library, and check out the articles in Tuesday's News Sentinel. The Pursue the Zoo program is a cooperative learning project made possible by TV 39, the News Sentinel, the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo, and the Allen County Public Library.
You are watching viewer-supported WFWA 39, Fort Wayne.